shoot. I should probably have that up and going. So.
I did not know we were going. I thought we were just deciding. If we're going, we're going.
Yeah, we going.
Well, I thought we were waiting for Jaeger.
I thought so too.
I thought we were waiting for Jaeger to stream. I thought we were just going to keep going and then not stream until he got here. That's my bad.
Oh.
Well, if we're doing D&D stuff, I want to stream D&D.
I was planning we start when we start, and then people can join if they are gonna join.
Okay, then I'm going. It streams up, so
we only have we don't have a whole lot of time because eventually people are gonna get super sleepy and tired. So I'd like to get as much done as we can.
I guess, but I like waiting for people, and I know I would want people to wait for me.
Is the stream up, Sam?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you guys decide to collect them, you open, you uncork the bottles that you guys have, and when you put the nose of the bottle towards them, it almost seems like a vacuum, and it kind of pulls all of their essence in, and you now have a bottle of gold dust for Rom, and a bottle of black dust for Marie. Did I cut out?
We love blood dust children. No, you did not. For me, anyway.
Because
I
on
feel
my
like
end,
we made a massive decision very quickly.
Well, the 26 in insight said they would be fine, so.
Yes.
All right.
I trust the 26 in insight that they would never lead me astray.
Oh, they'll be fine, but in one piece, I don't know. I mean, are they ever? They're specters made of sand, so I don't know if they've ever been in there.
Wait, I didn't. In One Piece?
So funny.
I didn't know that the One Piece.
At the same time, I would hate them. It's like, oh yeah, they'll be fine. But by fine, I mean they'll be a spirit forever and never to return to their corporeal form. But they're fine. They're not in pain. Haha.
Yeah.
Well,
what's another displacement in the grand scheme of things, right?
Honestly.
So yeah, you guys have collected them.
Who wants to hold the children?
Me. I do.
I guess we could put them in the hole.
Yeah, just chuck them down the hole. Yeah, they won't break.
Don't throw them, but put them in the hole.
Put them in the same area as the totally not a mimic. Well, it's locked.
And
so
the
we're
broken
fine.
chair. It's fine, probably.
Yeah,
We'll put them in a hole if someone doesn't want to hold them.
I don't know.
How responsible is Spiff?
Welcome, Jaeger.
He would be perfectly responsible. No harm would ever come to them. Emphasis on harm. He would never break the thing. He definitely would not use it for his own gain in some way.
I guess I vote we put him in the hole. Hey, Jaeger.
Sure.
Hello.
We put the children in a bottle.
Oh.
And then we're putting the bottles in the hole.
Oh, okay. It's done.
Yeah, a lot has happened.
Children, not really. One thing has happened. The children being put in
just a
bottles.
very important decision. It's
what
fine.
I'm saying is, I don't think he was here last time, so he doesn't know what actually happened and where you guys are.
He doesn't know what children in bottles means.
No, I have no clue. Yeah. I'm very confused.
So,
okay. Yeah, you can DM man. Yeah, you go DM man. DM.
Long story short, they finished exploring the vampires area. They found a chest that was locked and kind of bounced around as they started messing with it. So they threw it in what they have is a portable hole where everyone in the party has a ring that has uses on it equal to your proficiency bonus, each person individually. This hole, and then I think Zed currently has it, right? The primary
the hole.
Okay. Zed has the original hole, which is a 10 by 10 essentially cloth that you can just lay out on the ground, and it opens a portal to just this plain white area that they can just store things in. And so they put the bouncing around locked chest inside of it, and when they first got it, they threw a chair in and it went down and shattered. So now there's a broken chair and this bouncing around chest that they are is definitely not a mimic. And so then after leaving the vampire castle and the red portal, they encountered a silhouette that looked like a dragonborn, which they've obviously deduced was probably Jaeger. And
we did?
at least you guys deduced it, I thought.
We did.
I
I don't know if our character did. I did,
memo.
but
Yeah, the players did. The characters, I don't think did. But
I'm
on their
dumb.
way out,
Sorry.
they left. They went into the yellow portal, and upon exploration, found a compass from like one of the people that are walking around in there, as well as encountering what they then discovered was Marie and Ram that were sitting at one of the tables and were talking and blah blah blah.
Oh.
Kind of to summarize, your characters now all know the entire backstory and everything of the old characters.
Okay.
And then, before you had just joined, they decided to collect both of them in bottles. And so now they have a bottle of gold dust and a bottle of black dust, which is Ram and Marie.
Oh.
Yeah, it's important to note that we couldn't like talk to them or interact with them at all prior to sticking them in bottles, which is why we did that instead of just being like, "Hey guys, go with us."
I believe, did you guys use the wish sword or did you use Wand of Creer to talk to them originally?
I think it
wand?
was the wand, and it
Okay.
was Colin that did
Mhm.
all the talking because he knows.
Yeah, no one else here knew ethereal, so Colin was the only one who could actually talk to both of them.
Oh. I guess
Which-
I should have been here that last week then.
Do you have ethereal as a language?
I do.
No, you could have been in on it. In
But-
on all the shenanigans.
But yeah, so that's all of that. And now they are currently in the yellow portal, still next to where they had just collected them, and they haven't decided where they're going from here. But yeah, that's kind of to summarize what happened since you weren't here.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, was there anything else of note in Yellow Portal Land, or was it just kind of like everything looks the same except for this one corner?
That's pretty much what it was. Everything looked the
Okay.
same except for the one corner and the upstairs that you guys went to where he originally gave you the compass.
Right. Oh yeah, I have that.
Oh yeah, the fancy man with the lightsaber.
Ah.
Yeah. So, where would you guys like to go now?
We were told to talk to Esther about this. Go to this place called Rockenstone, right?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
like they
I
need
guess
to
those
know.
are our
something.
options. We could finish Portals, or we could go Rock and Stone.
Which, as I had told them before, because Jaeger, again, you weren't here, I told them, you guys can keep exploring the portals. You can go there. There's no time crunch. There's no rush. You guys can pretty much do whatever.
Okay.
But yeah.
I say we go.
Pretty much
and-
out of character. It's how quickly do we want Marie and Rom back? That's the out of character I'm thinking.
Mhm.
Unless we technically need to get all of them together and then we can get them all back.
No,
But
I don't know. Much as I love my baby, I'm not pressed to. We can do whatever we want, whatever. I don't really care that much.
my vote is go back to Rockenstone or go to Rockenstone for the first time. But I'm okay with it. Whatever.
I'm down for a Rock and Stone.
How much effort will it take to get back here if we go to Rock and Stone? Do we
That's
know?
fair.
Because I'm just thinking, like, if it's a whole thing to get there, we might want to try to finish as much here as we can, and then go. Just because, like,
That's fair.
if we're not even like on the same island or whatever as Rock and Stone, then I feel like getting there is going to be a thing.
That's fair.
That's the only thing I'm thinking. I'm not opposed to going to Rock and Stone if we don't care about having to like have a thing to come back. And if we had like an easy way back, like that would definitely be beneficial, but I don't know that we do.
You know, I had the thought of making a a portal with the ring, but it's one way. So what we could do is entrust the angel folk here with the hole. And that way we can access it with our rings when we get to Rock and Stone, and then we can each activate our own ring and jump through, and then go to the hole, and then jump out of the hole. And then the hole is in the portal.
Then we couldn't go back to Rock and Stone, though. Or I guess we'd have to go back the way we got there in the first place.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, but I don't know.
And also, it wouldn't be the worst, but at the same time, then the Dragon's Horde would be over there, unless we said, hey,
Right.
go back to... go leave without us before we even do anything in Rock and Stone.
Right. Is the only other thing that I was thinking the other day after we got done was, I don't know if there's any way for any of us to know, like, the recall spell. I feel like that would be a thing that could get us back here really fast if we wanted. But I don't know that any of us have a way to know that, though.
On these characters, currently you would not.
Which is what I figured.
Oh yeah, it's it's a 6th level spell.
And also, we had access to it because like the ritual stuff and stuff.
Also, Sam, Recall is also a homebrew spell I made.
Oh, okay.
So, if there is an actual Recall spell,
Cool.
yeah. So it's a different one. My Recall spell is different than this one.
Yeah, I get you.
I didn't realize that Word of Recall was a specific thing.
So, I mean, I guess the only other way to get back quickly is maybe with the Wish Sword?
That's true.
So
And
I
we can
guess
even
if
use
we
the Wish
really
Sword.
wanted to come back.
Yeah, we can use the Wish Sword for like, oh hey, create a portal for 24 hours that lets us to go, like, each one of us to go there and back once or something. I don't know, I'd have to talk to Mr. DM Man to see if that'd be allowed, but...
A Wish Sword, here are my conditions.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Would that be
probably
allowed,
works.
DM?
So we...
I'd be okay with you guys conjuring a portal that allows you to go back and forth.
Like, you can even limit it to, like, twice 2 uses per character or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or, it lasts for 24 hours or something.
And the thing, too, is with the Wish Sword, it just takes a day, like, for the Wish Sword to recharge.
Yeah.
So, like, if it goes away, then we can just go to bed and then have it go again.
Yeah, there's a bunch. I'd be okay with you guys conjuring a portal to go.
So in that case, we could just go back to Rock and Stone, because then we've been here, and then we can just make portals in here if we want to come back later. Because the other portals that are left are purple, which is the War Zone, and...
The Void. The Black Void,
yeah,
right?
the Black Portal, which is the Void. The spooky, scary skeletons. Just kidding. An evil presence was sensed. That's all I'm saying. I feel like we want our paladin for Black Portal Land, maybe.
Which
crave the smite.
That also reminds me. Next week and the week after, I do not actually work, so we will have D&D sessions a little earlier.
I won't
So
be
we
here
will
next
have-
week.
Let's
go.
What?
I won't be here next week.
Okay, so we won't have Zed, but we will have your paladin.
Well, you can't expect
This
us
is
to
a
always
trade,
have
I'm willing to-
everybody. There's been like one session where everybody's been here.
Yeah, which
True.
I know it's more difficult
In
with
person.
Reagan having night shifts and me getting off of work super late, but it is what it is. We do with what we have. So you guys are deciding to use the Wish Sword, which I think is on Jaeger right now, if I
Why
remember
do
correctly.
I have the Wish Sword?
Because Blarth was
you
grabby
picked it
grabby
up.
and grabbed a potion.
I'm gonna be right back.
Oh,
Okay,
When you guys
we're
were
not
at
using
the
it yet, though.
at the
when you guys were at the
vampire.
rec site and you picked up that pink potion, that's the Wish Sword.
Oh, that's right.
But you guys aren't using it yet, you said?
No, because we're going to Rock and Stone first, and then I think our
Wait.
plan was going to Rock and Stone first, and then using the
Wish
Wish Sword to
Sword
get
back.
back to the portals if we wanted to.
Okay,
Get there
and
like, really quick.
that makes more sense because one of the contingencies I was going to point out was you guys don't know where Rock and Stone is, so you can't
Right, which is
exactly
why we're
portal
gonna
there.
we're
But-
gonna leg it there first.
Yeah, if you guys are gonna leg it there, get on the like try and find the boat and then get there, then portal back. That's fine. Yeah, that works.
Yeah. But do we want to do any of the other portals before we go, or do we just want to go to Rock and Stone right now? I guess I kind of
I-
toward Rock and Stone.
How do I know I
but-
have?
I'm down for Rock
what
and
the
Stone.
wish sword is?
Hmm?
How do I know what the wish sword is?
Your character
Yeah.
actually doesn't know.
Oh.
So no
Just
one in this
pretend you know.
no one in this party knows that the pink potion bottle is a wish sword. So basically how the party's going to figure out is they're going to be like, hey, do we have anything to get to this area? And blah, 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 or something. But you guys aren't going to do that yet because you're going to go and find a boat instead.
Hmm.
So,
Just inspect your things in character, and then you'll know. Oh, you'll know.
but yeah. Also, Hayden is
I
currently not
believe.
here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
I almost
Oh.
forgot that I got spooked by the
Welcome.
eyeball dog thing when I peered into the hole.
Let's go.
What'd you say?
I'll be right back. I'm
Remember when I was
listening,
trying
but
to
go.
look
I'll be back.
at, I was trying to look at Ram and Marie through the
Yes.
cloak thing, and I got spooked by eyeball dog
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. Forgot about that, but I remembered. That probably is fine, and definitely doesn't have any repercussions on me as a person. If you ignore it, it's not real. It's fine. It's not real.
I don't know if y'all heard me or not, but I'm still listening. Go home if you're waiting for me.
Oh. Okay. Rock and Stone time then? We go try to leg it to
Stone time.
boat thing? Why do we know how to get to Rock and Stone?
You don't.
Okay, well, where do we... Okay. Who can we talk to that would know that? I don't know. Because everyone in the town has either disappeared or turned out to be a murderer.
Your characters actually do know a general direction because you guys saw the giant explosion and you know that Marie and Rom had mentioned they were in said explosion. So you would head back that direction, thus retracing
Oh.
your guys' steps.
Cool.
So your characters do actually know that. So I guess you can start there. Is
Well, I
retracing your
guess
steps
we
back
can
to where
head
the
back
explosion
that
site
way.
happened.
I'm down to head that way.
Yeah. Then
Think we're ready to
everybody
go.
do it. Yeah. So I guess we just go ahead and head out the portal.
Alrighty. You guys head out the portal, and everything seems so much more dim after being in that bright light for such a long time. And it's kind of taken a bit for your guys' eyes to adjust back to where the normal level of light is. But you guys are back in the material realm. Yep. And you guys start making your way out, kind of going back through the tunnel, all the way back to the hole where you guys originally came into, out the tavern, and back the direction you guys have entered this town. So,
My spooky scary town with spooky scary shadow people that we're definitely not gonna worry about anymore.
but as you guys kind of trek on, you guys are making your way back, and guys have a pretty mundane travel experience. Nothing super eventful happens, just nature sounds, the sun like just gleaming overhead with a few clouds in the sky. You hear like a light breeze kind of blowing the leaves of the trees as you guys walk by. And you make it back to the edge of the crater by the giant explosion, where you guys had originally started your journeys.
Alright. So, those folk were from here, right? Where did they come from?
Where did they go?
Where did they come from?
Why are they here?
Cotton Eye Joe.
Some guy named Cotton Eye Joe.
Some guy named
Suddenly
Cotton Eye
there's
Joe took
feeling.
that thing.
I guess I'll look around for any evidence of sand people tracks
Sand people tracks.
in the wreckage of the
Show
explosion.
me where the sand people come from.
I would like to point out. I would like to point out that the sand people floats, so sand people will not be leaving tracks.
We
But
don't know that. We're stupid.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I know that. Yeah.
okay, well
Ever
then,
having a conversation. I don't know.
You guys can roll independence investigation checks if you'd like.
Can I convince you to let me roll like a survival?
Yeah, well, yeah, survival, because you'd be tracking footprints. So yeah, you can roll a survival.
Oh, yeah.
Survival or investigation, your choice.
One of these is much higher
Okay.
than the other. Oh. Hmm.
What'd you get?
28.
Oh, you're fine. Okay, go up.
18, yeah. You're higher than me.
No, I was just.
what did everyone else get?
18.
18.
I'm sorry, I zoned out for a second. What were we?
You're just rolling investigation or survival, which is an intelligence check or a wisdom check. And then if you have proficiency in any of those, which I don't think Blarth does.
I don't think so either.
But yeah, you're just rolling an intelligence or wisdom check. And then Fred, not Fred, Spiff.
19.
What did you get? 19 for Blarth.
Your mom.
Yeah, Fred, what'd you get?
Your mom.
Spiff.
I didn't get anything.
Did you roll really bad?
No, I just don't want you to know.
Why?
Because I wouldn't want to embarrass you by like, oh, I'm really good at this, and then get so much higher than you.
Oh, okay. Well, he can't tell you
Mhm.
what you see if you don't tell him what you got.
I feel like a 28 will be perfectly fine though. So like, I don't know.
What'd you
There's-
roll? What'd you
There's a
roll?
there's a reason there's a reason I specified independent rolls.
I don't know. And technically, that gives us better odds overall because that's more rolls than just 2. So
Yes, you guys are splitting
What'd
up
you roll?
around the crater, so you're looking in different areas.
oh, so looking at different areas. Okay. Then I guess I just decided to look at a brick wall for like a half hour.
Did you roll a 1?
What would you think that? What? Freaking weird.
Did you roll a 1, Hayden?
He goes me.
I don't know.
The answer is yes if he's done answering the
Correct.
question.
He absolutely rolled a 1.
I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, but
Well, Spiff just
Okay.
fizzles from existence. No.
good. Bye.
Spiff stares into the void for 3 hours.
My final message. Goodbye.
Spiff takes a D4 of, Spiff takes a D4 of psychic damage for losing brain cells. No.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'll roll that damage.
Actually, you're
I only
gonna
rolled a
take that-
1. You're
You're
lucky,
gonna
bitch.
take psychic damage over for telling me what you rolled.
I'm a stubborn asshole. The fuck you mean?
He rolled a 1. Just assume he rolled a
Plus-
1. He absolutely
plus-
rolled a 1.
Exactly. I also rolled a 1 on the D4 too. So like.
Looks like your luck is real cut out for you. Anyway,
I mean, I only said one, so
Wow.
it's like could be half and half.
while Zed is
Anyway.
while Zed is off looking around, he's looking around. He's finding like scraps of stuff, and he comes across a book that has like sparked this particular interest, where this book has not actually been singed or damaged by the explosion whatsoever. But
Special book.
Else around it is like charred and shattered, but this book is perfectly intact and almost looks pristine.
Does this book have an eyeball on it?
It has a line. It has a bump in the center of the cover, and then a line going through that bump.
Ah, good. Great.
That's a
I have
yes.
my answer.
As
Eyeball
Blarth is,
book.
as Blarth is looking around,
Leave that shit alone. Sorry.
Blarth?
as Blarth is looking around, he is kind of like pushing through all the rubble and can't quite find anything. He's like lifting up wood, rocks, pushing everything around, and hasn't quite found anything other than the head of what looks like a dragonborn.
The head?
A head that looks like it was severed from its body
Oh.
in a very swift motion.
Oh. Is this head?
A dragonborn with white scales,
I was just gonna
and
ask.
big horns. And then
That's Blarth is scarred for life.
No.
Everyone else is
no.
finding like other normal things, and he just head's probably as big as his body too.
it's actually pretty proportionate. It's not
Oh.
not massive, but it's slightly bigger than your head, but it's not massive.
Hey.
And then over by Nova.
Tell me what I see with
or-
my all-knowing eyes.
Yeah, we'll start over here. Spiff, looking down at his feet, completely clueless as to what they were supposed to be doing in this entire middle of the crater, just standing in the direct center of the crater, staring at his feet, kind of doing like that, like picking the rocks in front of him. And not seeing anything other than the rocks in his feet that he's kicking and the floor he's standing on. Nova, as you are flying rapidly around, you're covering a lot of the crater in a short span of time, and you do come across numerous footprints leading from the direction going from the mountainside that you guys came down from. It's kind of like going along the right side of that mountain and back into the woods. But you do find numerous footprints.
Sweet. My mate. I found footprints.
The what?
What? Huh?
I found footprints.
Yo, me too. I looks behind him. So like, look, I found some too. Wait, those are
Your
hoofs.
footprints.
Maybe there's some other hands with the Satyr man who can walk through here.
Part of me
Look at
wanted to make you roll an intelligence check to see if you recognized your own footprints.
No, he wouldn't.
Auto fail.
Chooses to auto-fail. Okay. Smith does not recognize his own footprints, despite you telling him those are his footprints.
Yeah, it's like, no, those you freaking liar. What? Anyway. So what? Just walking in the footsteps of greatness, probably. Don't mind me.
Oh my god.
Didn't know Smith.
Anyway, you've also found.
Yeah, I found footprints that are actually important and like somebody.
You say it. They say it. Anyway, sure. Are we done here? Anyone else find anything?
Oh, I found a book.
I found a head.
A what?
You
Oh.
what?
I found a head.
Nice, mate.
Don't tell me you kept it, did you? You didn't keep it, right?
No, it's sitting right here.
Is
You
it
want to
Oh.
see it?
You know, I think I'll be okay. Thank you, though.
Is it shiny?
A little.
Can I have it?
I mean, I ain't gonna stop you. I might judge you a little bit, but
That's all
you
right.
can have it if you want.
Thanks, mate.
I'm-
I'll just.
Nova, Nova,
It was-
you fly over it and you see the head is probably about 2 times your size.
Yeah, can I put that in my pocket?
You know what?
For magic fairy buckets.
You know what? I'm gonna give you an option here. You
Uh-huh.
can take the head, yes. You
Uh-huh.
will be lightly encumbered if you do.
Ew.
Oh, I have a bag of holding. I can hold on to it for you.
Or the latter.
Can I put it in the hole?
You can put it in the hole.
Mate, you want to hold my head, or you want me to put it in the hole?
Hole probably be better. I'll probably stink up my bag.
All right. I'm gonna put the head in the hole.
Alright, you use this.
Use what, sorry?
Use your ring for that, I assume.
Well, do we have the?
Yeah,
Zed-
Zed's here.
Zed
Thing,
currently
thing?
has it, yes.
Hey, can I borrow your paper, mate? Can I open the hole?
Oh,
Really
oh yeah.
fast?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Thanks. Preach. And I open the hole, and then
You-
I put the head in the hole.
You lay down the paper, the portal opens, and you throw Brinsoft's head into the portal.
Another fine addition to my collection.
Make sure you mark that
Another
down on your list that
trinket.
you have.
Exactly, you understand.
And then you roll up the paper, you give it back to Zed, and you guys, I assume, continue down by the footprints and follow where they are going. Or no, apparently Zed hasn't said what he's found yet.
Well, if we're walking, I will be looking at the book while we walk.
You picked up the book.
Yes.
You gotta roll some.
That was not specified. Okay, you pick up the
Oh,
book.
sorry, my bad.
No, you pick up the book. That's good. You pick it up. You're kind of just looking at it. You notice that there is a bump in the middle of it with like a crease kind of in the middle of that bump going horizontally across the face of the book. And some gold adorned clasps along the I don't remember what part of the book it's called, but it's like the binding of the book.
It's fine.
Spine, yes, the spine of the book. There's some like gold like clasps at the top and bottom of the spine of the book. And then on the corners of the cover pages is also like gold adornments. Otherwise, the book just looks a plain brown leather. It seems like, even though it seems in pristine condition, it looks almost as if it was made to look battle worn. It's like it itself is not dirty, but it was made to look like it was dirty.
Can I do a
Somebody wanted to be edgy.
a knowledge arcana check just to try see what this is?
Yeah, you can roll a knowledge arcana on it.
9?
A 9, it's just a typical book to you. You can't quite pull anything from it. Does anyone else want to assist him in studying the book that he has just picked up?
Sure. Become assisted.
Alrighty. Zed, you can roll with advantage.
Nice. 9.
Yes.
Actually?
It's
Yeah.
still
Oh
just a normal
no.
book.
That's incredible.
It's still just a normal book, but yep. You pick it up and you're just holding it.
Yeah, I don't.
And then it has
It's got to be a little magical of some sorts. It looks like it wasn't burned per se, but we'll have to figure this out later, I guess.
Sounds good.
alrighty.
Definitely not cursed book.
As you guys continue following the footprints, it leads you through just woods, and the deeper into the woods you guys get, you kind of pass by what looks to be like a little rock, kind of in a small clearing, with a little bit of like dust on it. Like not your
Dusty
typical
rock.
not your typical dust, but it's like a shimmering kind of black and blue powdered dust.
Oh,
in
it's
like-
shiny, you say?
And like a line cutting across the rock.
I must immediately inspect shiny dust.
Alright, you go up, and as you get closer, it looks like black and blue sparkle dust. Just,
I put that
Kind
in
of-
my pocket.
you pick it up and you put it in your pocket.
What do I call this?
You can call it black or blue. You can call it black and blue shimmer dust.
This will come in handy later, I know it.
Pocket sand. No, wait. 2 people have pocket sand now. We have void
Pocket
pocket
sand.
sand and we have sparkle pocket sand.
Yeah. This is interesting.
I like to
Okay.
imagine, like, Nova just sees anything shiny at the corner of her eye and she just, like, speeds as fast as she can to, like, go pick it up.
Truly a goblin brain.
Nova, as you are at that like rock with all the dust, you finish collecting up the dust and you look up and you see a line clearing to a little cabin in the distance. But the clearing is not naturally formed. You see splintered trees knocked down as a whole, just leading from that house to the direction of where you're currently at.
That seems fine. Well, the only way is forward.
How convenient someone to make a path like this for us.
Right?
Not the cleanest path, but it's better than walking through forest.
The closer you guys get to the cabin, the more you realize that an entire side of the cabin is just splintered off and shattered outward from the house, as if something inside bursted through the wall.
Jeez.
And that same trail of destruction that you guys just walked through is repeated, going off from the face of the house in a different direction.
I just want to say I knew the angry rampage of Fred would become useful eventually. Totally knew that.
I just thought it was really funny to have, like, if you guys, like, I eventually planned on you guys backtracking. I didn't expect you to leave a trail of destruction behind, though. So it's really funny for, like, this new party to just be like, I'm sure it's fine looking at just splintered trees. Like, oh, not like, oh, a few trees are knocked over by the wind. No, these trees are splintered at the base of them. Like, you can clearly tell that something broke these trees down with intention. But as you guys continue down the other path, unless you guys decide to look in the cabin at all, which I don't know if y'all would.
Go in the cabin.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure. I'm gonna check it out.
cabin.
Alrighty.
What if there's trinkets in the
You
cabin?
guys all go in the cabin. Immediately, Nova, a spoon catches your eye, shimmering directly, like the sun hit it just perfectly to kind of shine towards your direction to catch your attention. And Nova runs over to get the spoon.
Give me the spoon.
But looking inside, you guys see like scattered pages just all about on like a desk off in the distance, like an ink thing, like a ink pot kind of like spilled over the desk on some of the parchment and a quill next to it. But it almost seems like someone had gone rummaging in here or someone had left in a rush. But other than that, you guys don't find much else in here as the house is pretty bare.
Someone must have charged in here to chase this other guy out. Good lord. Hate to be that guy. You're just chilling in your cabin, and then all of a sudden something plows through your house. What the hell?
But as you guys go to leave the cabin, you notice that the front door is perfectly intact.
Well, I guess I didn't need that.
Which is odd.
like
Seeing
it was in
all
a
of the
rush.
destruction around of the trees and the back wall, you guys notice that the door is perfectly intact.
No, that's strange.
Didn't
ain't
I
it?
run through a wall? Next to no, I think I smashed through a window or something.
I think you smashed through a window, on the side of the house that you then broke down entirely.
Oh yeah.
Because you went around the back, you broke through a window, and then instead of like leaving through the normal door, you just burst through the wall and went out. But
Kool-Aid man.
um,
Heck yeah.
you guys continue down, and through the other clearing, you guys do notice that there is a pretty huge sized ship in the distance that has multiple tiers with a lot of people on it. And the closer you guys get to it, you notice that majority of the people on there are in fact Dragonborn.
Yeah. I wonder if
And-
that was one of theirs that died.
And it seems that the ship is docked, and it does have like a plank leading from the side of the ship to the island to kind of let people travel on and off the boats to the island.
Well, maybe we could hitch a ride on that. I mean,
How big is this ship?
Exactly.
This ship is probably about 50 feet in length, or no, probably about 150 feet in length. This is a big ship. 150 feet in length, about 100 feet in width, and goes about roughly about
Sorry.
80 feet in height.
I got attacked
That's a
by
big ship.
stink bug.
And that's from the base of the ship to the highest roof of the different level.
Are you? Is it? Do you have like a cruise ship pictured in mind, Gavin?
Not really. I
Or
think
like
of like the courtyard of like a castle just on water.
Okay.
Like, and
Just
then
castle boat.
as the different levels of the ship go higher, it's like the hierarchy of like you have the peasants and all just the townsfolk on the lower, and then up next on the next level would be like the middle class people who have some wealth but not like a huge amount, and then after that would be like your wealthy people, like your billionaires per se, and then the level above that is like the royalty and the royal family and all that.
Gotcha.
Economy.
But yeah, you guys.
See the shiny ship, yeah? Maybe they can give us a ride to whatever this rock stone place is.
That's true. Maybe they know by the name. What was
Maybe,
it
maybe.
talking
Maybe.
about?
I don't know. It must be important if some random specter dude who's made out of something told us to go find it, eh?
Maybe.
Gotta be a big town.
I don't know. I mean, can't have to ask.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so as you guys walk towards, you start going up the plank, and you do see that there's like two people kind of standing at the other end of the plank on the ship.
Eyeball.
Get to that side, they kind of help you guys as it is kind of a bit of a drop onto the ship, so they kind of like offer their hands to help lower you guys into the ship off the plank. And they don't seem hostile in any way. They actually seem quite hospitable for the most part.
Somebody was nice. I'm kidding. Those sun people were plenty nice.
But as you guys get lowered into the ship, you just see a bunch of dragonborns, and like here and there you see a couple different other races just kind of mingling amongst each other. You see a few shops around, and then you see stairs that lead up to the different tiers of the ship. But there's a good number of people kind of just walking around as if you're in the town square of a well-populated town.
Gonna look to see if this floating city has a dock.
What do you mean?
Is it like a floating city or is it a ship? Will
It's
this place
like a-
have?
It's essentially like a floating city, but the entire
Okay,
thing.
so would this city have a dock or no?
Not really. You guys just boarded on to the dock per se.
Okay, then I guess around there are there like sailing-looking folk there, or like who helped us on?
It was just some local townsfolk who saw you
That's right.
heading their way,
Huh.
so they helped you.
I'm gonna ask him, flag him down, like, hey, who drives this thing?
We don't necessarily have a specific driver. It's kind of all done by magic, but your best bet would be probably someone up there. And he kind of like he points up to the highest level of all the stairs.
I hate stairs. I mean, I love climbing, but stairs are.
That's too bad, mate.
But yeah, once you get up there, you'll just ask for Emperor Xanathar, and he should. I think he's the pilot of the ship. I don't know if that's the right thing.
Yeah. Wow, fancy man. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, kind sir.
Yes, my pleasure. And he kind of wanders off, and just goes and starts shopping around one of the kiosks.
Wow. We're gonna talk to this Emperor Zanzibar, Kaladar, Emperor man.
Right. Yeah, this will go well.
Yeah. I mean, us random people just showing up in his place, wanting to go some random location, he'll definitely listen to us, right?
I mean, hey, as long as you do the talking, I think we'll be fine.
I
Yeah.
did talk us out of
You get away with
Someone's
talking us in the out of whatever.
I mean, yeah, this is part of our fey charm, you know? Yeah.
Speak for yourself, mate. I couldn't talk my way out of a tin can.
No, that's just a really abrasive personality. You just, like, you fought a fucking knife, for God's sake.
He's a bitch, that's why.
Yeah, there you are. Anyway, this is going nowhere. Onward! Up the stairs.
Alrighty. You start making your way up the stairs, and as you guys are going up each tier, you do notice that there is a significant difference in the general look of the people. As you guys go up, you see that some people are more well dressed and more put together. Then you go up another tier, and you see everyone drinking really expensive looking drinks and are adorned with a lot of jewelry and metal and precious metals and gems. And then you go up the next one, and all you see is a little cabin area, essentially. And it has big double doors and 2 guards standing out front of the doors.
Emperor.
Alright, what's your thing, Magic Man?
Magic Man, Randall. Magic
Yeah,
Man.
magic words, man. You can do it. Come on. Get us in there, champ.
I'm gonna sigh off and then, walk up to one of you guys. Hey! So, I heard y'all were looking for some new navigators for this ship. It's wonderful. We're actually, yeah. So yeah, we actually got a freaking what's the word? Appointment. Yeah, we got an appointment with the big man, big Emperor, Halsbone, the Emperor.
It's odd that you made an appointment with him and yet can't speak his name.
Well, yeah, you know how it is. What you get as popular as we are, we have assistants to do these sorts of things, and I never really honestly spoke with the guy, but I was told to come up to the top of these stairs and then ask you for an audience.
Who were you told to come up these stairs by?
Oh, it was my assistant, wonderful lady, Patricia. She was talking with your secretary in there. I don't know if you'd met her and not being a guard, but anyway, so yeah, she had us order this meeting and come up and discuss the next destination and help give a little I don't know how to say security, but I guess a fact check and be able to better navigate and choose your destinations. Because I don't know if you saw, but there's been a big explosion, and after that, big man was on oh wow, this is a bad idea. Let's try and go somewhere else now.
with the knowledge that they have about who the navigator is, they do know without even having to roll that you are blatantly lying to them. But they kind of roll their eyes and they're like, okay, if you say so. And they both kind of put their hands on the door. They swing it open, like very slowly. Both of them, like, and as you walk past them to walk in, you notice that both of them kind of smirk. As they
he's gonna pause, like, excuse me. What's so funny, if you don't mind me asking? Like, this is very official royal business.
They both like put their halberds horizontal and just shove the rest of you in, and then slam the doors behind you without saying anything.
I have a feeling that did not go nearly as well as I thought it did.
I mean, I don't know what they think they accomplished. We got inside, didn't we?
Yeah, that's true.
Are we all inside?
No.
You guys are all inside, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Alright.
Well, that's a way to do things.
We're gonna walk confidently up to wherever throne or whatever. Like, what is the room?
You just look straight forward. You see 4 thrones ahead. One is like, you see one that's like not significantly higher, but one that's higher than most. The one just adjacent to that one is a little lower, and then 2 that are kind of like not on a raised area at all, but off to the side of the 2. And you see a male and female dragonborn sitting on the 2 center ones, with the male on the taller one, the female on the lower one. And the male one is kind of like elbow rested, arm on, like, think of like putting your hand on one of the armrests with your elbow
like a
up.
lazy king. Sort of like, the resting the hand on his chin, sort of thing.
Well, so he's like leaning on one of his elbows on one of the armrests, and then has his arm up, like with his palm on the other armrest. And he's kind of just like looking your direction. To what do I owe this pleasure of meeting?
I'm sure you're perfectly aware of this, the little explosion that happened not too long ago.
Indeed,
over
I
in
am.
on the mountain over there. Yeah. And I believe that whoever made the decision to come here, whether I have a feeling, well, actually, I think one of your lovely commoners told me that you run this ship, and I think you could do with a new advisor. Being that most of us ourselves are familiar with the land and these islands around, you could do with a native guy. No offense, I don't really see many dragonborns around here, other than on this ship.
I am in need of a new advisor.
Really? Wonderful, wonderful.
Now, my question to you would be, what can you offer if you were to be
Me?
my advisor?
As I just said, I can offer you inside native knowledge, and I'm saying that those of your stature, of your royal class, are stereotypically known to be out of touch with their commoners. And I'm saying I could be that touch, I can be that link to the common folk, to the nature, to this world.
And of what magic do you possess?
Magic?
Yes.
I'm going to be very limited about my advising until you verify you're cool with a couple things real quick. How do you feel about natural magic? Not necessarily arcane lore, all smarty, freaking pompous shit. Pompous, people.
Well, as my advisor, I am looking for someone who is specialized in the arcane arts.
The arcane is such a broad term, but then, like, if you narrow it down into the refined, defined, rigorous, constricting, knowledge-based arts, or the more natural flowing of the natural, of the wilds. Those who are in tune with the water and the nature and the world around them.
He kind of rolls his eyes to your speech. So what kind of magic do you have?
I possess of natural magic akin to people. I am a people person. I don't. The rest of my troop here, waving to the druid and the fairy, and the band of misfits that they are, we are a unit. Together, we have complete control over the natural world. I simply am the face of this unit. So, advisor is a poor term. It would be more of a cabinet, a council. Because alone we are nothing, but together we are more than the sum of our parts, so to speak. He's like, what do you think? He's like, not shit eating grin, but he's like, he's doing a theatrical performance. He's being very verbose, overly verbose, trying to be fancy.
I guess I'll have you roll a diplomacy. It would be along the lines of rolling a persuasion, but roll a diplomacy for me.
Anyone care to help and be like, give a
Can we
backing speech, like, oh yeah, we're really good at the XY. See?
Can I give a really supportive thumbs up and let that count?
Does that count?
Finger guns?
You know what? Fuck it. Go ahead.
Way! Thank you!
Yay.
That was needed. 18?
18? Okay, gotta roll something on my end. Let me get my
He's
dice
really
out.
gullible, by the way. I would just say that, like, Fred convinced him of a lot of shit. I think he's pretty gullible.
That's very
I was
true.
rolling shit for that.
Still,
Oh,
Fred
no, it is-
convinced him of a lot of
it's
shit.
true.
Wisdom is his highest stat, though, unfortunately for you guys. But
I mean,
That did
likewise.
not show last time.
it
did
didn't, because
not.
again, I rolled shit. Okay. What was your roll for performance?
18?
He kind of like he turns to his wife, like, or what you guys assume is wife. I mean, I'm just gonna say it as it is. But he turns over and kind of like looks at her for a sec, and kind of side eyes you guys to look at you again.
I'm gonna just give him a really big grin, just trying to be genuine. Like, we're fine, it's great, but it's like shark teeth. Fine.
I am inclined to give you an opportunity here, as you said you would be my cabinet. Is that correct?
Yes! I'm glad you've come around. I'm glad you've seen the wisdom of our advice.
I would like you alone to step forward.
Me?
Yes.
Might I ask what for, you sly dog?
He kind of like, he reaches over, like, in his chair, almost as if he has like a compartment. You can see him like flip something open, and he grabs a scroll from it, and he opens it up in front of you, and then pulls out a quill from the other side of his throat. To sign this contract, I would like.
Terms and conditions, eh?
Contract, you say? As a fae, he's gonna fully read all of the terms and conditions and find all of the loopholes and be really, really, really legalistic.
Over with reading the contract that he has set in front of you, fine print and all of that stuff, you don't see anything that seems like he's trying to trick you whatsoever.
Does it involve all of us?
It does involve all of you. You do get a weird feeling, despite it not like explicitly saying anything trying to trick you. You do get a weird feeling while reading the parchment, though.
Like a magical vibe, or
Yes.
okay. Okay. What are the specific duties that would imply with this? He goes, I'm gonna try and loophole and get out of it.
So specific duties entail just
Be very careful with your wording now, because I am going to write this down.
No, I'm aware. The specific duties just entail it relinquishes you of any magical duties that he would be requiring of you guys, as you are just to take care of the physical responsibilities of maintaining upkeep on the ship, maintaining connections with the lower class and middle class people, as well as kind of being scouts for the kingdom. As when you guys dock, you would go collect any valuable information that would pertain to the kingdom whatsoever and report it back to him or one of the royal guards out front. And this includes all of you guys in the contract with your names specified, despite you not mentioning your names.
Really big question, though. Okay, that's super weird, first of all. Second of all, if just Biff signs, does that mean it's for all of us? Or do we all have to sign individually?
I haven't gotten to that point yet.
Oh, okay, I'm way ahead of you, sorry.
But as of right now, he is called Spiff Forward alone to sign the contract. And that is what the contract entails.
Right. So,
and again,
the upkeep of the ship, the relations with the lower class, and scouts for the kingdom report back to him or the guard. Okay.
Lower class and middle class.
Lower and middle. Alright.
And then
he's gonna read it over and look back about. Okay, what do you define as relations with the lower and middle class?
Relations would include if there are any issues like fights among people down there, you would break those up. If they have any requests or questions about certain things that would be pertaining to the ship, such as oh, we want bigger homes, or we need more food for our family, and that kind of thing. Just kind of collecting those requests and bringing them back up to me, as well as just checking in on the general well-being of everyone who is on here.
Okay, so we will not be expected to help with these problems, only relay them to you.
Relay them to me. If you can help them, that would be preferred. If you cannot, or cannot find a way, bringing them to me will be acceptable.
Okay. Is it the same for the, quote, upkeep of the ship?
Upkeep of the ship would be maintenance. Say if there is a hole in the side of the ship, you guys would go and repair that.
Yes. I mean, I understand that. Both me and Spiff interrupting you.
Okay.
I mean, the same way as in, I am not a mechanic. I am a man of the world. I am a man of the nature. I am a man of the people. I'm not a man of mechanics. So, I don't think you want me doing that. So,
again,
it might be better to hire or promote one of your already pre-existing engineers.
Again, as I had already said, if you can take care of what you can, that would be great. If there are any issues that you cannot take care of, just report it to me and I will have it taken care of for you. All I ask is that you do your best to resolve the issue before bringing it to me. As royalty, I do have a lot of requests I do have to deal with, and I'd prefer to have my time to deal with them.
Do your best. All right, thank you.
Is there any other questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
So this just sounds like a really big job, right? And we just kind of we run around outside quite a bit type folk for a long time, especially now I've been that way. Is there any way that we could do some sort of trial run period to make sure we're all really said good done with what we like here? You know, something not too committed, but because I don't want you to be dissatisfied, and I don't want us to get too restless if this is just too tied down for us, free spirit type.
Exactly.
I want the very best for you and the very best for us. So, I don't want you to be making any sort of mistakes by hiring us on a whim.
I can assure you, I make no mistakes by the people I hire.
I know. I didn't
He's gonna
imply
cycle
that you're
fast.
making like bad choices. I just meant that like when I get restless, I get a little mischievous, and I don't want you to have to deal with that when I get like that. So,
Can you define mischievous in your sense specifically?
so I really like trinkets and shiny things, right? So I tend to kind of maybe accidentally misplace other people's things into my pockets sometimes. And they don't always find their way back.
So you mean like this? And he reaches down and pulls out a pristine diamond that, like, as the light from behind, like the window behind him shines through it, it emits a rainbow across the entire room.
That is a mighty fine gem, mate. Yes, sometimes the shinies really do get to me. But, I mean, you know, gems are great and all, but sometimes, you know what I really like? Just a really shiny spoon. Now, if that was, like, carved into the shape of a spoon, oh my god, you'd have me sold. I would want that thing so bad. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, I want that too, but, like...
I can have it done. Easily.
I mean, that's super cool. You just gonna give me that for free?
I can write it into the contract as you will get this in
Oh,
compensation
well, I
for
mean,
signing.
that's cool, but can I still have, you know, trial run period, too?
Oh, hey, here. I can write it in for you. I have it right here. He's going to produce a... He's gonna, like... How does he write it? Hang on. Because my initial thought was like a little scratch of his skin and write it with that. I guess, yeah. He's gonna like scratch a little bit. Hey, or actually, wait. He's like, hey, I can write it in for you if you'd like. Or think of it as the first act of trust between partners. Or between, sorry, not partners. Between my first act of service for you, my liege.
I suppose just write it as diamond spoon included.
Will
And
do.
He kind of lowers the scroll to you and then gives you the quill.
He's gonna try and take the scroll into his hand because it's awkward to write when someone else is holding it in open air.
He then lets go of it.
Okay, he's gonna take that and go up to a pillar or something, or on the floor if he has to, but position himself between him and the Emperor and include the clause. Can be or rather, signing party is able to, or contract can be voided upon verbal confirmation by signing party. Or contract and all text therein can be voided upon verbal confirmation exclusively by... Has he signed it himself at this point?
No,
Or is it just a contract and I would be signing?
it is just a contract.
By signing party in parentheses IES. Parties.
So what exactly did you write down on it?
Contract and all text therein, text and magical binding therein can be voided upon a verbal confirmation exclusively by signing parties.
Alrighty. If I could see that, now that you are finished writing.
He's gonna quick sign it, and then like, okay, he's gonna hold it up from a distance. Here I am. I signed it for you. Oh wait, no, did he hand me a quill initially?
He did, yes.
Oh, then I wouldn't have to sign it in my blood. All of that's going to be in quill if I can have that, please. In fine print, in stereotypical fine print near the bottom. And then signed in big swings, in big swailing scribbles, because this man does not actually have a signature.
So there is something partially unfortunate that I would like to point out, and this is why I thought you were doing that. He handed you a quill with no ink on it.
Oh.
Like, the quill didn't have ink on it, which is why I thought you were doing it with your blood.
Okay, then he's gonna try, like, write on it. It's like, wait, I can't write with this. Can I have some ink or something to add this addendum for you?
He kind of just like snaps to the side, and this is exposition. All this stuff happened. He snaps to the side, and an assistant brings like an ink pot, and he hands it to you.
Thank you. Now, I'm gonna write it in.
All of that gets written. Now, may I see the clause that you have written?
Yes, he's gonna hold it up from a distance, and that his signature is on it.
I would like to see it in more detail, preferred.
Okay. Okay. So can I do like a sleight of hand or something to try and hide this text in fine print, or like along the edges, or like in between the lines of other lines?
Yeah, you can. I'll let you do a sleight of hand for that. I am going to say though, I'm going to say this before you roll, it is going to be a pretty difficult save.
Yeah.
I believe in you guys.
Yeah, maybe like that. You can. He's going to try and hide it in his signature, because the signature's big and swirly.
Okay.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh no! I should not have done this. I knew my lick was shit today. Sleight of hand. That is 11.
As you hold up the parchment and you're showing it to him, he kind of leans forward from his seat and like squints a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then his eyes kind of like go from squinting to just normal look. He sits back in his chair. He kind of hits his fist on the arm of his throne, and two guards cross their halberds in front of the door. Do you take me for a fool? To think for me to think that I could trust a fae for once. And you turn around.
You say that like a slur, sir. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I should be ashamed of... Yes, I should be ashamed of myself for trusting you. As you said what you were going to write, and wrote...
And then I did write it.
Against.
If you see right there, in big bold words, it says diamond spoon included.
Technically, he's not lying.
Unfortunately, when I did ask Hayden what exactly was written, diamond spoon included,
it was assumed
not in
addition. It was assumed to be in addition. My apologies.
I'll allow it to slide just this once, but that's why I asked specifically what you wrote.
Yes, and I was assuming you meant in addition to. Sorry. Anyway, yeah.
Yes, but you wrote things in
Thank you.
That.
Where?
Yes, I see that it is stated that there's a diamond spoon. But in addition to that, although your signature seems sloppy and messy, I can make out a print within.
That's just
even from this
that's just part of my It's part of my signature, my good man. You do not know our fey customs.
Roll a bluff.
Uh-oh.
Please roll good. No.
We have a +1. Nobody, please. God. Okay. Who? Oh, okay. 16. Is he gonna roll against that, or is that against DC? I'm gonna die.
He did roll against it. He rolled a sense motive to your bluff.
And he's really good at that.
And again, here you lie to my face. When
I would not say lie. It is our Fey custom. Something you should learn about the Fey. We rarely outright lie. So, that is a little stereotypical and honestly wrong. So, how about... I'm gonna, like, look to my friends and stuff and, like, do, like, a little flash and, like, hey, do, like, a little extend and retract the claws. Like, okay, what are we doing? Like, trying, like, behind my back a little bit. Is like, trying to gauge interest in, are we fighting out of here or are we going with them?
Alright, listen. Your Highness, your Excellency, Emperorness. I'm gonna be completely honest with you here. We don't even want to be your assistants, right? We just want to hitch a ride.
And there it is. Except one of them actually admitted to their lie. As he looks towards Spiff and says that.
She never lied. I don't think. Who's to say she lied? And I didn't really lie either.
Well,
listen,
regardless.
Things are dire and we just didn't know if you would be willing to, you know, take some random people all the way across the water to some other random island. We're just trying to find this rock and stone place because, I don't know, we got threatened / not threatened / trying to deliver a message to someone else who's getting threatened / trying to get these 2 sand people out of bottle. It's complicated, mate. We just want to get to stupid rock and stone land. Whatever that is. I don't even know what that is. It's been a long day, mate.
So, you boarded my ship, came up here, in hopes of a ride. And you thought I would say no, despite how hospitable the people have been thus far.
Well,
listen, I thought that my friend here was just going to ask you for a ride. I did not know he was going to go into this spiel. So, if you want to yell at him, you are more than welcome to. You have my absolute permission and, you know, grace, whatever you need. But the rest of us were thought that he was just going to ask for a ride. And I'm sorry for his special behavior here.
Just throwing me under the bus.
I am, because you're weird and I don't know what you're doing, I'm not gonna lie.
I can take you to this island you speak of.
You know where it is? Fantastic. I'm
Indeed,
so happy you do, because something with a name called Rock and Stone just does not sound like something that's that big.
Well, we traveled here from that place, so that is where we were originally from. I can take you there on one condition.
Right.
As I obviously had said, I'm in need of someone who is specialized in the arcane arts.
Uh-huh.
This one, for the trip, and until you bring me someone of the arcane arts, will remain in a holding cell on my ship. Upon bringing me someone of the arcane arts, upon bringing me someone of the arcane arts, I will release him unharmed.
Anyone of the arcane arts, just someone that does magic, right?
Someone that does magic, preferably someone with experience.
Heard, mate. Consider it done on my part. It's just a matter of dragging him off. Good luck.
Dear.
So.
Can
are
we
you going
visit him
to-
at least? You know, talk to him, yell at him,
Yes,
call him
you
stupid
guys.
from behind bars.
can. All I ask is that your friend here is compliant and follows without resistance.
He's going to put his hands above his head and try and put the portable hole ring, like embed it in like his floofy mane of hair. And would like have his hands still holding up because he's going to do that.
All right. Well, I guess with that, guards, take him to a holding cell.
Bye,
be
mate. You
on our
walked
way to
yourself
Pathfinder.
into that one.
And two like really like big beefy 7-foot tall like dragonborns in what looks to be paladin armor, both with halberds in their hand. They both walk over, grab one of your arms, and just kind of like walk you to the lower section of the ship. And
Are you at
they
least gentle with my toothpick arms?
they are not you guys, only
Oh.
Spiff.
Oh.
Only
Like,
Spiff.
whoa there, big guy.
He's the one
Easy.
going. Spiff is the one going. Not you.
I
They
thought
grabbed
for some reason they were dragging us off, and I was like,
No.
oh.
No. They grab Spiff, and the guards at the door open it, and the guards take you all the way down to the peasant level, in which under all of the layers is where the essential prison is, and they stand guard in front of it, like one on each side, because it's like they take you down to the lower dock, and it leads back like a hallway with about 6 cells, and the guards are posted one on each side. So like one guard can see the left side 3 cells, and one guard can see the right side 3 cells. So all the cells are monitored.
Can I try and slip him, like right after we get out of the royal palace?
You want to run immediately?
I mean, what's the worst case? They grab me again and put me in the cell?
And then we don't go to Rock and Stone?
Fair. Never mind.
That was like the one condition. It's like, don't let your friendy run anywhere, and we'll take you to the thing. Spiff immediately bolts as soon as he's outside the doors.
If
To be fair, I think
you want
Oh, I'm
if
sure he
you
would
want-
want to.
if you
mean,
want,
he
But
can,
I
but
think
also...
if you want to try and shake them, you can. Strength check contested theirs.
Right? I'm a slippery little fella.
Well, it would be your strength fighting against their strength, because they're
I'm
grabbing your
saying, can I
arm.
do acrobatics? Because I'm not trying to overpower them. I'm just trying to like twist their thumb and break out.
I'll let you roll acrobatics, but it's still going to be against their strength.
Are you really gonna?
Oh no.
Do we want to ever get to Rock and Stone? Please! I don't want to end up having to row a boat!
God damn it. Really? Fine. Fine.
You can escape
I'm-
later once
gonna
we're
roll to see if I
closer.
could.
We
I got a
create our own
21.
adventures.
Just
You got
to
a
see if I
21?
could.
You got a 21.
To see if I
Okay.
could.
Here's how I'm going to have it phrased. I'm going to have it like you're imagining in your mind how it would play out, but you're not actually going to do it. So
Mm.
you kind of like, you have obviously both your arms are grabbed like on the upper arm, essentially kind of like lifting you in the air. But in your kind of like mind little vision, you're like, all right, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. And you kind of like, you swing and get momentum to kind of flip. One of them loses grip, but the other one's grip tightens. Starts dragging you across the floor as the other one then follows behind and picks up both your legs. And you kind of like just fell completely in the air as they continue dragging you as you have failed escape. The only reason is because one of them got a 22. So contesting their strength. You bested one of them, but the other one rolled 1 higher than you.
I was worried you're going to I'm going to add them together, so it's going to be like 43.
Nope,
So I was worried.
they rolled individually.
Okay, cool.
So you broke out of one, but the other one still kept you, and you wouldn't have escaped. But you also would have broken the deal and messed up some things. But that didn't happen.
Exactly.
But
They wouldn't have
Go to jail.
Okay, so you get thrown in the holding cell, and
They still have the hole.
you get thrown in the holding cell, and they're both standing guard. And you guys, the rest of you up in the royal quarters currently, the trip to Rock and Stone will be a little bit of time. So, if you would like to get a room in our inn, we can offer that for the. It's not a long trip, but it would be a couple hours. So, if you would like your own room, or you can just relax in the tavern for now.
Sounds good, mate. Thanks for being understanding.
Thank you for having your friend comply. But
Yeah.
off with you then. You'll know when we dock at Rock and Stone, because there'll probably be a big jolt, as when the ship stops, it doesn't stop immediately. So
Alright.
you'll know when we get there.
Alright. Have a good day, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is in the day that I don't know.
Night? It's been a long day.
He dismisses you guys, and you guys leave the cab. You guys leave the quarters, and the 2 guards out front are still smirking, and they kind of like giggle a little bit as you guys leave, but still maintaining their composure of guarding the door. But you guys leave, and the door closes behind you, and they both stand guard again.
Middle schoolers giggling at the door.
I have no
I think-
regrets. That would have been a huge reward for a lot of risk. It's fine.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure.
It would have.
I'm
Uh-huh.
actually gonna hop off because I am very tired and I have a migraine.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I was trying to brave it out and it's not going well.
No, I completely
Okay.
understand.
I hope you feel better.
So, thank you. Yes.
Have
I
a good
will.
night.
Get some sleep.
We'll
Look
try not to.
forward
We'll try
to-
not to do a whole lot.
I
But-
I wanted to make sure I didn't miss too much since I wasn't here last week, but it sounds like nothing too crazy is gonna happen as long as
Yeah.
you guys don't go hog wild or anything. So
Yeah, no. It's just gonna be shenanigans, I have a feeling.
Completely understandable about the migraine, but hope you feel better. Have a good night. It was fun having you here while it lasted.
yes, I'll catch you guys next week.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Alrighty. So, Blarth is just going to be tagging along now. I'm just going to kind of make him tag along, as I normally do. But you guys, I don't know if you specified where you were going. So currently you're standing outside the royal quarters, and Spiff is in holding.
Should I start a staring contest with one of these guards?
Entirely up to you.
I think I'm gonna go to the tavern.
You start a staring contest, and Zed just leaves you behind and goes to the
No,
tavern.
I'm contemplating it. I'm looking at the guard up and down, like contemplating something, trying to see if he's going to
As you look
instigate
him,
anything with me.
as you look him up and down, he is the exact same build as the 2 guards that took away Spiff to the holding. A 7-foot-tall, muscular dragonborn with paladin armor and a halberd.
Does he give me any reaction to my eyeballing? My side
Has
eye?
not-
My bombastic side eye?
Has not paid any attention to you other than like a slight snicker from before.
I'm going to decide that that's boring, and then I'm going to follow Zed to the tavern.
Alrighty. So, you guys all make it inside the tavern, and there's just a few people in there, not super busy. And the bartender up at the bar rail just cups, kind of serving drinks to people who are up there, the very few. And you guys walk in, and it's pretty slow for the most part. Not a whole lot of people are in here.
For my own personal humor, is this the same tavern that we were in before as not us? Okay, heard. Yeah. Sketchy bartender. Back at it again.
You don't know that, though.
Don't get drunk, anybody.
Don't get drunk, anybody, he said. She says.
I am him.
No. You are Fairy. Fairy is her. Anyway, you walk into
the spoon, actually. I'm just kidding.
You what?
Never mind.
No, what do you do?
No.
You already said
I
it.
was just joking. I said I actually identify as a spoon, thank you.
Oh. Your character polymorphs into a spoon and falls on the ground. Nope.
Nova becomes the collection.
Nova started the collection and now is the collection.
I have 4 spoons, guys. That's a pretty good collection.
That's funny.
I'm gonna
I
go.
almost had a diamond spoon.
What?
Go ahead.
What about the diamond spoon?
I said I almost had one.
Almost. But because the contract was not properly signed with the correct clauses, you do not get the diamond spoon yet.
I'm gonna go steal it.
It's not a spoon yet. It's still a diamond.
No, I'll make it a spoon. It'll be fine.
Anyway. Zed, what were you saying?
I was just... Never mind.
A lot of never minds this session. Jeez, what's up with everyone? Anyway,
EP.
you guys are in... Yes, I realize. You guys are in the tavern. I'm just gonna exposition this, because there's not much that's really gonna happen. But you guys kind of sit down. You get a few drinks. You don't get drunk, but just enough to, like, have fun with each other, have a little chat, kind of reminisce of what you guys have done and been through thus far. Spiff, you are handed a plate of food, which it's not like prison food. It looks like a well put together meal, but they kind of like there's a little slot on the gate door that they hand it through to you for your food.
I feel like it'd be really dramatic. Like, what is this inhumanity? You treat outsiders like this? After still taking the food.
The guards kind of give you a weird look, but not like the what are you doing? More so of the, is this guy for real? But they both look at you and then look at each other and just like kind of their head kind of like shaking back and forth like, I really don't understand what this guy is complaining about.
Get my toddlers every single day.
And then exposition, you guys, you all feel the jolt, as Xanathar had said, and you guys assume that you have stopped and you are docked at Rock and Stone. And it is it's roughly about like it's about noon, 1 o'clock, so not super crazy late in the day, but. And you guys are now docked at Rock and Stone.
I'm gonna turn to Zed and I'm gonna be like, so, do you think we have to collect our boy? Or do you think they're gonna bring us our boy? Oh wait, I have to bring him someone else, don't I?
Yeah.
Shoot.
We should
Well,
probably
I
go
guess let's
talk.
go find the first person that can cast Fireball and then just drag him. Yeah, right?
I love that that's your thought process. The first person to cast Fireball and drag him there.
First person to cast anything, actually. I don't care what it is. We're pretending that they're a master of the arcane arts. And we're dragging them back here to get our stupid Seder boy out of jail. Or, you know what? We don't even have to do that. You know why? Because we're already here. Let's just go jailbreaking.
We could do that.
Oh wait, yeah. Was there a big thud? Was there? Oh hey, that was land.
I mean, after Nova and Zed getting out of the tavern and seeing, yes, you would see that you're docked. The plank has been let down. You guys are at Rock and Stone. But Spiff wouldn't see it. Spiff wouldn't see it because you're in the underdeck.
Would I hear? Would I feel it? Would I go? Let's go.
Yes, you would feel the jolt.
Can I know that was us hitting land, or should I motive or knowledge or something that?
I don't. If I were to have you roll anything, it would be a sense motive. Like, is that land? Did we land? Is that where we are? Like that kind of thing.
That works for me.
Okay. So sense motive.
Natural 20.
Okay, you know that you have landed. That was very much a ship, like, kind of hitting what would be probably the riverbed of, like, a coast.
And then in that, did they take anything from him, or did they just put him in a cell?
They just put you in a cell.
Height. Okay. You're gonna take the ring out of his hair, thinking like, wow, they did a shit job. Patting me down. I'm gonna put this ring back on. And I'm sorry, guys. I want to break myself out. It'd be really funny, I think.
Go for
Did
it.
we take a long rest, by the
Okay,
way? Would you consider that a long rest?
No. I would, in that brief time of the ship, I would allow you guys to have taken a short rest.
Okay.
But a long rest, probably not.
Cool.
But if you guys get anything from a short rest, you guys regain those expended uses. Any
Hey,
warlocks
cool.
get
I gotta spell back.
plus back. Alrighty.
I have no idea what
A racial
Right.
spell. So.
So, yeah, he's first gonna try and get out the door the normal way.
The door is locked, and the guards are watching you rattle the door.
Hey, fellas, don't mind me. He's gonna just, like, get towards the back of the cell, take the ring out, do the portal into the hole, and jump into the hole.
Just as you're jumping in, the guard that was looking at your cell kind of like rushes towards you, and then you see the guard's head above the hole as it closes behind.
How did he stick his head through the gate all the way to what?
He broke down the door trying to get to you.
He broke down the
He
steel
charged.
bars.
Hayden, what if we talked about you judging my physics in this game?
This is the guard
The
that
fact
rolled
that
a
it's gonna kill a
22.
guy now.
Hey, he's just level 18 Giga Chad, okay? He can do whatever he
You know
wants.
what? Yes, it's
Hey,
a level
a
18
second head in
Giga-
the hole. Let's
it's
go.
it's a level 18 Giga Chad Dragonborn that bursted through a prison door and looks. He doesn't stick his head into the hole. He looks
Oh.
over it, like hovering
Doesn't
over.
care
as if
about
he's
damage
looking in
property.
to see.
Even though it's
He
his
looks in
property.
to see, and then the hole closes, and you're now in the hole.
Oh, I was fully expecting him to, like, his head to get chopped off or some
No.
shit. Okay.
No, he just
Head in the
looked.
hole.
He just like leaned over and looked into the hole as you jumped in. Is there anything you'd like to do in response as you're falling in and he sees you?
No, because for one, I put it on a wall,
You put
and
it on a wall?
Yeah.
I thought you put it on the floor.
no, on the far wall on the other side of the cell.
Okay, so then yeah, he would see it. So as you go into the hole starts closing, and you would see him. Actually, yeah, because I thought it was on the floor. You would see him bash through the cell door to get to you, and then the portal closes in time.
Where excellent is. Okay. Holy shit.
And you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Nova,
Huh.
your character has a piece of parchment in your inventory.
I do?
It can be called Hole List.
Ah, yes,
Anytime.
the whole things.
Anytime something enters the hole, the paper automatically and magically writes that down on the piece of parchment.
I love it here.
I was just fully prepared to accept the consequences of my actions, but thank you.
Well, I
We
was
just
also
like don't know he's there
I was-
until we open the hole to put something
You know
else
what?
in.
Well, also
Yeah.
with that, it's not like the scroll comes out, writes it in front of her, and then puts it back. It just appears
I
on the
just
paper.
don't know.
So if you check the list, you would know that he's in there. But
Spiff. Add it to my whole things.
yes. But you jump in, and you are just in the complete void, the complete white void, with the 2 jars of your friends, the chest that is currently jumping around, and the broken chair.
Oh, and Brimsaw's
chest
head.
is
Don't forget about
jumping?
that.
And Brimstone said,
And you also see the head of a dragonborn, severed from its body.
"Hey, bud,
That's my head.
how you doing?"
But with that, Zed and Nova, what are you guys doing?
Well, we gotta go find the first guy that can cast Fireball, so guess we're leaving the ship.
I
thought
think
you
we
guys
should.
decided that you were going to go and try and break them out.
Well, yes.
Oh.
So
Because we're already here. We're going to go break them out. I thought that was what was happening.
Well, I think that we should go and check up on Spith and tell him we'll be back, kind of thing, so that he knows that we're
Right.
gone.
Probably
Right.
a good idea. Let's go do that.
You guys
And potentially
go
break them out.
down. You guys start making your way towards where you would assume the prison would be because you did see it on the way getting on the ship. And you see a bunch of guards like running by you towards that same area. As there's like a bunch of guards going into the prison cell or into the prison area.
Mm-hmm.
You guys go in and you notice that there's no one else in the prison cell, but there is a bunch of guards like inspecting, and like some sorcerers down there, like some sorcerer guards who are like trying to detect what magic, like if there's any traces of magic there in a single cell. But you guys don't see Spiff anywhere.
That's good. Yeah. I think I know what happened here. I think we should just go.
What do you think happened here?
Well, I think Spiff just got a little teeny tiny bit impatient, probably.
Oh. All right.
Maybe we
Also-
just
also
go
something to note.
until.
Something I'm going to note for the characters that you guys saw. You also saw the broken down door.
Well, well, yeah, that makes sense.
So maybe we just, head on to land. See
there
if we just went on ahead.
Is there any trail of the broken down door?
The broken down door is broken into the cell.
Okay. Yeah. He's probably fine. We'll find him later.
I'm sure
We'll be
he's
good.
fine. Right, we'll find him later. Yeah, let's just get off of the ship before they decide to go back out to sea and strand us.
That's a good idea. So we're gonna go and just kind of
Get
inch
off
our
the
ways out of the situation and
Yep.
not be a
You guys
hassle
inch your
for
way
people.
out. You guys inch your way out, and you guys do get off the ship, and you guys are now on mainland. And you don't see any footprints leading from the mainland.
I have a question.
Yes.
Thought. Did the way the Dreamwalker cowl works with Fred, wasn't it like anyone you know you can go into their brain when you're sleeping? Wasn't that the way that it was?
Yes.
Can Nova go into Spiff's head hole?
Hold on. I need to confer with my notes.
Take a nap
Oh.
in Zed's pocket.
Is this a what plane is he on question?
I don't think that mattered
Well,
before.
so
did it? Well, I
across
guess we're on the same plane.
across planes, it does actually operate differently. Is the thing. You guys never attempted that. You guys were always on the same plane.
It's time to attempt.
Oh.
Mhm.
I'm going to have not Zed, Spiff, roll a wisdom save real quick.
Wisdom save? Okay.
Yes.
25.
Save against
Uh-oh.
my wisdom.
25?
Yes.
Hold on. What's your plus to... What the fuck?
+7.
That tracks. It's a +4. Yeah.
Yeah, +4 plus my proficiency.
Yeah, I have a +6 to wisdom.
Are you guys proficient in wisdom saves?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm proficient in wisdom and dex.
Proficient in many things.
Oh shit.
Every class gets 2 proficiencies.
Can I do the funny bit? It was just for a funny bit. It's nothing bad.
Sure.
Okay. So the save is irrelevant then. So upon putting on the cowl and you're like, you kind of like start thinking of his name as you go into like a meditative state to do this. And Spiff, you just pass out and fall on the ground, and you're now in your own mind, and you see Nova.
All right. Do you want the word picture of his psyche, or do you just want to talk?
Yes. Give me the head hole.
Wait. Okay.
Hey, I love his way.
All right. It's, you know how Marie's was like black with water?
Yeah.
This one is similar, except it has like a red, like a dark maroon hue, like it's being lit somewhere, and you're in a still pool of probably just red water, right? Because the red light, that's probably water. That, and then there is most definitely sounds of people definitely not having a great time, just barely in the background.
That seems fine. Nova's just like, what the hell, bro?
Ow. But
Out of the just come and popping like just straight up. He's just like, yes. Like just
hi, mate.
straight face. Hello.
You broke out of your cell, didn't you?
Yeah, that was fun.
Where you at right now, buddy?
Oh. Well, last I checked, I kind of was unconscious just now, but I was just in the hole with our little bouncy chest friend.
Oh, okay. Well, we can pull you out of there. We were just coming to check on you.
Great.
And
Thanks.
the guards were pretty, out of sorts, and they're like, oh, you know what? I bet that's Spiff's fault. And so then we left. Nice place you got here, by the way. Definitely not creepy, scary, spooky, scary, unnerving. Definitely not any of those things at all. Very nice ambiance.
I'm glad you approve.
Alright, you're spooking me, mate. Good morning, or good night. Goodbye.
Bye.
gonna
And
leave.
you're like, the hands gonna crawl up your leg and pull you down, and you wake up.
Oh, I hate that.
And then Spiff, you just kind of like you just wake up, just like your eyes shoot open, and you're still in the white void area.
Oh no, that freaking fastest power nap ever! What the hell?
Also, if you want to make note of who you have mental tethers to, Spiff is now one of them.
Heard.
So, however you wish to have your little ring-a-ling-ding for getting her attention is entirely up to you.
I feel like it would
I'll
be.
let you pick.
It'd be like a wolf's. Oh wait, actually no, yeah, I forgot how it happened before.
You're
I
the
think they
first
chose
person that Nova's done it with. I don't remember how it worked with Fred.
That's what I was curious. I was trying to remember, but I think the other person chose. But it'd be like a wolf skull, I think. And then the jaw opens, and then you can press a little ringer inside.
Huh. Cool. But did you actually tell her where you are?
Yeah, I said, I'm just last I checked, I was in the hole.
Okay.
Nova's gonna just kind of wake up out of the meditative sleep thing, just hyperventilating, like, what the fuck?
Zed, you see this. You saw her completely calm. She wakes up from the meditative and is just hyperventilating. Zed?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I'm here.
You see Nova wake up from the meditative state in the dream cowl, just hyperventilating.
You okay? What happened? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, mate. It's fine. You know what? Spiff's head? It's a weird place. I don't recommend ever going there.
I'm sorry.
Just an FYI
What?
for you. That place is spooky as hell. There's screaming, and it's all red, and there's blood. It's a place that I never want to ever go again. I hope I never have to. Anyway, he's in the hole.
Huh. Then why would the door? I don't know. He's crazy.
He probably jumped in his ring.
Yeah, probably. I'm just questioning why the bars were knocked down. Maybe he was having a little bit of a field day.
Right. Well, we could probably ask him, but you gotta get him out of the hole first.
Right. Right, we have to do that.
Or we could not. We could leave them there for a while. We could
Right.
do that by ourselves. Yeah.
Could
I
do
love it.
that.
I
You
just
know,
imagine
honestly, let y'all have some RP and y'all have the spotlight. I could just play my bass and just vibe. It'll be fine.
Do you
I
want to
just-
go
let me-
back or do you want to break?
Up to y'all.
I
Like,
just
stick me like a
imagine,
dog
like,
on him. Open the portal, and then I'll just stick me on whoever needs murdered.
I
Perish.
just imagine like Nova and Zed talking about Spiff in the hole, and it's like, and she's just like, yeah, so he's in the hole, and we gotta go get him. And Zed just like, yeah, that's a thing we gotta do. Anyway, and just continues without even thinking about it.
Anyway. That sounds like a later problem, like everything else in the hole.
Well, maybe we should get a little bit away from the ship before we let the cat out of the bag,
Oh.
you know?
You're probably right. That's the best expression to use tonight. I love that.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, you're right. We gotta, yeah, we'll just, yeah, get away from the angry ship. I'm sure that king is about to be so mad that he's just gone now.
Well, let's.
And I did not bring him anybody. Maybe I can make it up to him later if we need another ride. I'll bring someone actually that can cast more than just like, you know, fireball. I don't know. If they can cast fireball, they've got to be good at something. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. We'll figure it out later. Let's just go.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You guys make it inland more. And just for situation area sake, you guys make it to the same area where Rom and Atera had sparred. Like the halfway point where Bastion and what's his name? Tyrone. Where Bastion and Tyrone had kind of traded off to bring you to the Dragon's Horde with your old party. That's where you guys currently are.
I have no idea where this is because I was not there for that session.
Okay. You guys
But
continue
that's
more
okay.
and more.
Nova don't know.
You guys continue further and further, and you guys see the gem cave to your right, and the town with the grappled anchor and the anvil to your left.
A town, eh?
Hmm. Ah.
So are we going to town, right?
Yeah.
Always logical. Ask where the rock and the stone is.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna look around and find like a good patch of woods.
You guys are currently still in the woods,
All right,
like
all right.
just on the edge of it. You're not quite out of the woods yet, but you're just like, yeah.
I'm gonna tuck into
Not out of
the
the
tree
woods.
line and look around, make sure there's nothing around us.
There's nothing around.
Plop the hole down. I'm gonna open it
You
up.
open the hole, and Spiff, you see the hole open above you, 20 feet.
We just saying hi. It's like, hey.
You're gonna look up lazily, like, hey, this thing's bouncing around a lot.
And you guys
Seem
Makes it
like
hard
it
to
needs
sleep,
to be-
honestly.
You guys see the chest like frantically jumping around down there.
Does it need to be a now problem?
I mean, I feel like now is as good as any other time. Hey, DM, is this a time where we should have all of our friends, or can we three handle this?
You can open this. I was actually intending you to open it last session, but you didn't.
But yeah, we had
Seems
everyone else
like a
there.
problem.
I didn't know if it was a later problem or if
No,
we can
this-
handle this problem.
It's you guys can handle this.
Okay,
Watch there be nothing in there.
do we want to handle this?
Why not?
Or
Sure, why not? So I'm gonna
It's either
go
that
to
or
a
more
tree
plot
and
things.
tie a rope and then like hoist it down into the hole, so we can all get
Alright.
down.
You hoist it down into the hole, and for the sake of everything, I'm just gonna say you took 4 stakes and staked down the edges of the paper so it wouldn't blow up and close the portal. And you tie a rope to a tree, and you lower yourself in. Nova flies in, and you all are now in the hole.
Nice.
Thor, how are we gonna get this thing open?
I'll keep my distance and from him. Like, yeah, it's you might get your head knocked out if you're not careful.
can try and claw it. My hands are magical.
Sure, punch it, mate.
That might work.
I know Blythe has some, or someone had some thieves' tools, so I'm proficient in those.
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna magic pockets. You can use Blarth's thieves' tools, but they'll stay in his pockets, if that makes sense.
Oh, cool.
Didn't?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because
Heck yeah.
I forget.
So would that be a sleight of
That would still
sleight
be
of
a
hand? Or...
that'd be a sleight of hand, and I'll give you a +1 for using the thieves' tools.
Okay.
Or well, no, you get the proficiency bonus because you're proficient with them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want me to? I don't want to rule lawyer you.
No, yeah, never mind on the +1. You just have your proficiency.
Never
bonus.
mind, it doesn't fucking matter. I rolled a 3, so
Oh no.
Oh no.
unless someone wants to help.
Does someone want to
Yes.
stand over him and like instruct him, like, oh no, you have to do this actually?
I'll hold the chest
I'll
still.
be a horrible person.
You're gonna
to
hold the chest
micromanage.
still? Okay. So Nova's telling you how to use the thieves' tools, and Zed's holding the chest still.
Nova,
That's
who
better.
isn't proficient with thieves'
Yeah.
tools, tells you how
Uh,
to use thieves' tools.
You do get to roll with advantage, and Zed, make a strength check for me.
I got an 18, by the way, for when that matters.
Okay.
Also an 18.
Also an 18. Okay, so you successfully. That was just to see if you could actually hold the chest still. You successfully hold it still, and then you pick the lock, and it kind of just pops open and drops to the ground, and the chest stops moving entirely. The second the lock clinks on the ground, and then from the chest kind of slowly peeks open, and there is something in there that has like slightly like glowing bluish eyes kind of peeking from the chest as there is a creature inside. It is not a mimic.
Close the chest. Like, what the hell? There's something in there.
Open it!
I don't know. It's glowy and it.
Then let me open it!
Who are you guys?
Oh, Nova's gonna open it.
But before you open it, who are you guys?
My name's Nova. Pleasure to be meeting you, probably.
Why'd you free me? What's your motives?
Jumping chest. My friend was trying to sleep. You allowed.
Yeah, sorry, I was kind of locked in there for a century now. I didn't like it.
Sorry about that, mate. Why were you locked in the chest?
Stupid vampires. I hate 'em.
Yeah, that about explains it. Or what's your name?
Tulax.
Pardon?
My name is Tulax.
Alright. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And he kind of like he opens the chest a little more, and you start to see like his eyes were glowing because he was in the dark, but as it opens, his eyes are kind of like just kind of like a black, not like an evil black, but like a just plain black eyes, and he has kind of like a blue skin as it slowly starts to open. So, where are we?
In a hole.
Aren't holes usually dark?
Not this one.
That's weird, but okay.
Yeah. Anywho, I was really expecting that chest to be a mimic, I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't want it to be a mimic. He starts to
But
say,
you-
like, more
well-
and more terrified.
Well, yeah, mate, it would be bad for you, but I thought it was a mimic at first because it was jumping.
No, that was me just trying to get out.
You are a
Right.
really energetic mother trucker, man.
When you sit in one spot for 100 years, it kind of makes that happen.
So the vampires put
Get my
you in
energy out by running
there.
around.
They just didn't like you, or what?
Didn't like the magic I did.
What magic do you do?
Well, I may or may not have conjured an elemental in his home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, well, how do you feel about being a royal advisor?
Depends on who. For.
Do you like dragonborns?
This
No.
is really chill.
Oh,
I don't like dragonborns. I also don't like vampires. Or human.
alright. That sucks.
You know how
mate, 'cause-
Dragonborn. Yeah, go ahead.
It sucks, mate, because I got a really sweet position for you as a royal advisor if you. But it's for dragonborns, so.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, the king is kind of mad at us right now, and so sorry. I was hoping to, bring someone back that was good at the arcane arts, as they say.
I'd be going for you.
No,
You see him kind of like perk up and like get wider eyes as he says that.
No. If I wanted him dead, I'd do it myself, mate.
He loses interest, kind of like slumps down.
I mean, don't be sad. I'm sure we've got something you can kill around here, but just chillax.
Alrighty. So, you guys just picked up a random jumping chest in hopes it would be a mimic?
No, we didn't hope it would be a mimic, but also, I don't know. It was. I think we just have a habit of collecting stuff. Me mostly. I collect stuff sometimes. I don't know.
You know, I can't blame you for that because I kind of like the same thing. I collect a lot of things.
You got any spoons?
No, actually.
I'll trade you a finger bone for a spoon.
I don't have any spoons. I have forks.
Well, I'll keep my eyeballs out. I'll keep my eyeballs out for some forks for you then.
I keep my out spoons.
Appreciate it, mate.
And he opens the chest entirely and kind of grabs his hat and puts it on. And sitting in the chest before you guys is a little axolotl guy.
Oh my god.
A little axolotl guy puts a little wizard hat on.
I love. We're gonna look at this dude. Yo, he's just a little man. He does not look as insane as he is.
I love the picture right above that and important stuff too.
Yeah, it's just evil red castle. Little guy.
Just a little guy.
Little
Well, he can be the keeper of the hole, I guess.
man.
We'll just set him on anybody we don't like in particular, and he'll just. I have a feeling he's a very feral child.
Sounds like a plan, honestly.
So, you said we're in a hole?
Yep.
Where is this hole?
In a paper.
He kind of just like is almost taken aback. Paper?
Yeah.
Explain.
Well, you see the hole above our heads that leads back to the real world?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hole is in a piece of paper.
You said that hole leads to the real world?
Only if you really think about it.
Alrighty. Spectral wings kind of like emerge from him in like a glowing blue flame, and he flies out of the hole.
Oh, well, never mind then. No small child for us.
Are you
I
guys
didn't want to
coming?
be a mother anyway.
Are you guys coming? He's like peering into the hole from outside of it.
Well, I'm leaving.
Oh yeah, I'll be heading out too.
Guys.
All
You
right.
gonna take that nap, Spiff, or you coming with?
I'm fine. He's gonna jump out.
All right. You jump out. Zed climbs out. Nova flies out. Julex flew out already. And you guys are all outside of the hole. So, quick question.
Right.
When you close up the hole, what happens to the stuff inside?
Stays in the hole.
So it's a pocket dimension?
Pocket dimension, paper hole. Call it what you want.
Fine by me, as long as I'm not in it anymore.
Oh, you didn't like the hole?
I didn't like the chest.
Well, that's fair.
Anyway, so where's this place now that we're in the real world?
Well, forest. We're looking for somewhere called Rock and Stone.
Oh, I read about that place once. Never been.
Well, I haven't read about it at all. I'm just trying to deliver a half-threat message.
Would you like to? He kind
Would
of
I like to
conjures.
what? Deliver my half-threat message?
He conjures a quill and parchment in his hand. I can write down what I know about it.
I mean, sure, mate.
You see him take the quill and just draw like a line. Like he draws like 5 lines on a parchment, and it's not even like letters or anything. He draws that. He dismisses the quill, hands you the parchment, and it has actual words written down, kind of like a description of what the town is, but in extreme detail.
Huh.
To the point where, like, just the general knowledge of, like, the tavern, the anvil, what directions lead where, the general outlay of the town, and all the places there.
Would anyone like a block of text?
I'm good.
You know?
You can read it.
I'm all right. Well, sure, I'll take a block of text. I'll look at the text.
And you also get that knowledge. But yeah, remembering things is kind of my specialty. I like information a lot.
My goodness, where have you been all my life? I'm just gonna have you remember everything I'm supposed to remember.
Like what kind of things?
I don't know, like... See, this is the problem. I can't remember the things I'm supposed to be remembering.
Hmm. Okay, well, if you think of anything, just let me know.
Heard.
Well, if a knife can do it, a guy like that could probably do it too. So.
I like this guy better than the knife. I think we should just throw the knife in the ocean.
Nice. The knife might be nice.
Whatever. You can use the knife if you want.
Well, we can use it on any book, right? So I like pull out the book I found at the crater.
This is a good idea.
Tulax gets very interested at the book you just pulled out. Where did you get that book?
Found it in a crater.
Damn.
I've been looking for that. It was said to be a packed item of a warlock once.
Well, you know, mate, finders keepers, so you're gonna have to talk to my friend about that.
He kind of like the cartoon like just slides next to the person. So what do I have to convince you? What do I have to give you to convince you to give me the book?
Why would you want this book, perhaps?
Like I said, I like knowledge. I haven't read the book yet, so I would like to. I just know of the book.
I'm gonna open the book and like flip to a random page.
You open the book, and before you can flip to a random page, the pages seem to flip themselves to the exact center of the book, where purple inscriptions and runes show up on the pages of the book. And immediately as that happens, Tulax is like just very interested, like kind of hovering over your shoulder, essentially, like looking over your shoulder to see what's in the book. The text that's showing up is written in ethereal, unfortunately for all of you.
None of us can read that. Good.
So, hey, you ma'am, what does it say?
I don't know.
So you have a book you can't read?
Well,
You can't read it either,
know.
mate.
Well, yeah, but if I read about the language of what it's written in, or I compare it to other texts I've found I could learn.
well, Here, look, with your eyes. What do you think?
Look, with your eye.
It looks purple. Other than that, it doesn't look like much else.
Well, it's just a glowy book then.
Pretty cool. You can check it in the hole.
I could chuck it in the hole. Well, I'll just hold on to it.
Now, why would you chuck it in the hole? We just
So
got
you
out
put
of it.
Stuff.
It is good stuff. Maybe I want to keep it on my person, you know?
That's true.
I will not understand you guys. Even though I've just met you, I don't think I could ever understand you guys.
Well, that's alright, mate. Not many people do.
Well, you said this was like a packed item for a warlock?
Yeah.
I don't think I remember. Well, there's one person it could have been.
If I remember correctly, it used to contain a demon that was released onto the world.
A what?
A demon. That's why it's so interesting. I want to know how it could contain such a powerful creature.
Why do you know all this?
I read a lot.
Oh.
There was this one bard I came across who wrote a bunch of stories and, like, sang them to people. He was weird, but I got a lot of information from him. And then I pickpocketed his stories so I could read them for myself without the whole
Sounds
sing-song.
good, mate. Well, do you think the knife can read the book we can't read?
Well, you can try. We'll pull out the knife. Hey, bud. How you doing? It's been a while. And flip him open.
You really don't use me a whole lot now, do you?
No, we don't really have a cause to be honest.
Fair enough. What do you need?
Alright. So, you see this book here?
Yep.
Could you read it if I stabbed you into it? Or can you read it without me stabbing you into it?
I mean, that is my entire purpose, is it not?
I mean, yeah, but this looks like a weird book. I don't know if you can read all books or if there's like limitations to you or what.
Just want me to find out. Go for it.
Right. Stab.
You stab it into the book, and upon stabbing it, you hear like an eldritch shriek emit from the book.
That seems fine.
And then,
Oh, I'm gonna try and keep the
and then
knife
you
in
can
it.
see- and then you can see kind of like, almost like an emanating purple magic off of the book, just hovering around it, and then it starts like collecting on the knife, and then seeps into it.
Is that normal?
I don't know, this is the first time I use it.
Hey, knife? Is that normal for you to do?
The knife is currently still stabbed in the book, unless someone specified pulling it out.
Once it's done, I'm gonna take it out, yeah.
Okay. And the knife, like, well, that was a unique experience.
Yeah, what do you think?
Not normal. Alright.
Well, it had a spell encased inside of it somehow. But
Ooh, what kind of spell?
the spell Hex. Except it's weirdly amplified somehow.
Huh.
I don't...
Weird.
A lot of the information just pertained to one demon. Can't pronounce his name for the life of me, despite me knowing all languages. Yeah, I don't really... It's apparently it's been passed down for 3 generations, but I don't know much more than that. It was... Even though the book had all the information inside of it, it was very vague somehow. As if it was magically guarded.
We
Yeah, no, that is not normal when I collect information. That isn't at all. I don't know what happened there.
Huh. Well, did you keep any of it?
I kept the spell just because it seemed interesting and might be useful in the ladder, and then just the information I told you. Other than that, all of the rest, like unknown script. I couldn't quite read it.
Creepy book with creepy secrets.
Oh, I heard the knife said it got its hands on a spell.
Yeah, screw off, little man. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
Yeah, like he had his hands together, kind of like just like fingers interlaced, and you said that, and he kind of just like dropped his arms to the side and like cocked his head to the side.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. You're just really, really all up in my business, and I didn't appreciate it. Okay.
He takes 3 steps back, puts his hands back together. So I heard the knife had a spell, right?
I'm gonna put you in the hole if you don't chillax, you hear me?
He kind of like looks at you and then squints.
How dare you use the hole as a threat?
I'm using the hole as a threat, mate. Now chillax.
I just like spells. What can I say? I'm hungry for spells. Well, if you ever want to relay the spell information to me, I'll be here.
Will do.
He gives his tiny little thumbs up on both hands.
Okay, bye.
So, let me get this straight. This book, I'm gonna like flip through the book. Is everything still there, or?
Everything is still there. There's like few text that you could read is missing from it, but all the text that's still there is all the glowing purple text. But there's like missing pieces from in between certain sentences and such.
Right. But yeah, this book used to have a demon in it. Was inside of it. But now it's out. And if this is passed from generation to generation, maybe we could find somebody along the line to explain it more.
Maybe. We can start at this rock and stone place.
Would be a good start, yeah. Maybe probably. Because those other people were related to the explosion and where the book was.
Like I always say, can't hurt to ask.
It's true, yeah.
Alrighty, so you guys are just exploring.
Are we going to Rockenstone?
You guys are.
I feel like soon, a stopping point may need to occur. I have been awake far too long.
We can stop right now.
This would be a good time because we're about to go to Rockenstone.
Alrighty. Also, do you guys need spelling for the names or anything?
T-O-O-L-A-X.
If you want me to spell it correctly in my notes.
Yes. Okay. Tulax is Toollax.
L-L-A-X. Okay. Not like the airport. Okay.
No.
She picks me up when I get stressed.
Oollax.
She forgot.
Tulax.
She bought the she bought Vegeta from the taco stand. Understand? I will send the song. It's a Wolfpack thing.
Also, size category. He's roughly about like 2.5 feet tall, and he is a small creature.
Ah.
Slay. Tiny, annoying child. Not that annoying. Very in our business, though. I am suspicious of Tiny Child.
Yeah, if that is our stopping point, there we are. Voila.
Yes.
I'm so glad you guys ran into Truax finally. I was wondering how long you guys were just gonna keep him in the chest.
Oh my word. Well, it looked dangerous, so.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I just expected y'all to be like, I mean, with how Hayden operated with Xanathar and all that, and just kept going, I figured that you guys would have that same reckless attitude with, like, the test of like, oh, we're just gonna open it and suffer the consequences.
We are very selective with our caution. You should know this by now.
It's so odd. I will never understand it.
It mostly comes down to, do we have everyone here? And if so, then it feels like we can cowabunga more. Yeah.
Fair enough.
It feels like no one's missing out.
Hayden cowabunged.
That is true. That is true. That was very
Cowabunged
fun.
himself right into jail.
I'm going to jail!
I'm going to jail! Imagine Spiff saying that as he gets pulled away from the courtroom.
Oh my word.
Just like, I'm going to jail!
Anywho, I will end the stream. It was a beautiful stream. It was a great stream. It lasted 2.5 hours. Pretty good, pretty good.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Well, adios, chat. I will chat. I will see you
Goodbye,
all later.
Chad chat.
In
Chat is
2
now going to be
weeks,
called Chad.
because I won't be here, because I will be not at my desk during that time. I love not being in the same
AFK, as
state.
they
It's
say.
great. Adios. Bye-bye. Whee.